Today, the Rising Bilingual Nursery and Primary School for their youth week, the level 2 decided to go out for an excursion at the Douala International Airport. Yeah, the pupils just arrived and they were given a pass at the gate that gave them the access into the airport. Upon arriving, they were asked to just stand for some time while looking for some necessary documents that will give them access into the airport to be signed. So after that, we have a guide that was given. This is Mr. Lieutenant Sango, that's going to be the guide for the day. So he was giving orientation to the pupils what they had to do and what they must not do while in the hall. So he gave some examples. After then, he presented his card that gives him access into the hall and equally informed the pupils that they were given the documents that give them access into the hall. So after that brief explanation, he went over to the luggage control machine. That was the first department that was presented to the children. And later on, they went to the human and handbag control machine. Yeah, they control what you carry on your body in your handbag. So he gave some orientation. Away from that, they went directly to the next stop where they were giving explanation based on the luggage machine they've seen before.
Il regarde au niveau de son écran et détecte tout ce qu'il y a dans les bagages. S'il y a quelque chose dans le moment, il vous interpelle tout de suite.
Away from that, they went directly over to the veterinary sanitary department where the agro, pastoral and livestock are being checked. After that, they went to the boarding where the pasture time and the flight ticket are being seen. From there, they went directly to the hall where we parcel the different luggages with the foil wrapper. So the pupils were able to see how it's been done. Away from that, they went over to the next checkup there where they met some policemen.
So policemen security here at the airport. Have you understood?
Then before they get into the next hall. And only those who are traveling are allowed to enter here. And next they got in. They went direct to one of the counter. There are many counters that were presented to the pupil. Here they came closer where they were giving some explanation. And a boarding card that contains the seat number and the luggage number and a tag that was given that is to be put on the luggage were given to the pupils. Brief explanation was given, and next they went to the health department where you have to present your vaccination card against the yellow fever, which without this card you cannot travel. Next they continue. You can see the people all excited. The pupils were so excited. Next they were presented another board that deals with the currencies, the different currencies that leave the country and equally enter the country. From there they went to the vacation hall where we check your passport and your visa. The pupils had that experience immediately. They went directly to some policemen. Here we can see some policemen, the last checkup where they were checked, and here the pupils were informed that if you had any problem from any control station as you got into the airport and you did not solve the problem and you arrive here, you'll be sent back to solve the problem before you are given access to continue with your checkups for you to travel. So the pupils had a brief orientation here, and immediately they went over into the waiting hall where passengers got to wait for their flight. There they wait for the time, so people was given access to see some of the plane present, and they took some snapshots to keep in memory of the exciting moment they had at the Douala International Airport. So after that, the pupil was taken directly to the last hall where we have the e-visa.
Ici, c'est le box où vous obtenez les visas. D'accord? Maintenant, on n'a plus besoin d'aller à
They did
l'ambassade
a
pour
brief
prendre le.
explanation by Mr. Luton, and next they went to the debarkation receiving luggage hall, where they received all the luggages that were left at the debarkation hall when they arrived. So they received their luggages here. Explanation was given by Mr. Luton on how these luggages come in and how they're being processed and so on. So after the brief explanation by Mr. Luton, we can see how the head teacher was trying to translate for the pupils' understanding. And they had a brief example of how it's been done with with Madame Blasista's bag. So that is how they were able to witness how the luggage go through and how it's being taken at the end. So through that they went to the last show and they came out, they had some snapshots, some memories to immortalize the day, the beautiful day they had. So the children were all excited. So please subscribe, share for more videos on our Facebook page.